out and about on the recumbents. Let's go. Ride low. Ride recumbent. Hey, it's BJ and Joe Ondot about on the recumbent. It's Sunday, and we are on the Templeton Gap Trail heading north this time instead of south. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. Ole, 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 ole. Joe's up ahead here. So, yeah, we had quite the scare yesterday. Joe was in the hospital most of yesterday, from about 1:30 a.m. to about 4 p.m. We're still not exactly sure what happened, but somehow her pin gave her more insulin than it should have, or she might have made a mistake and added more to it and didn't realize it. That kind of stuff does happen when you're a type 2 diabetic. But it was really scary for me because at 1:30 a.m. I got up to go use the restroom, and she was kind of groaning and she couldn't move. She couldn't talk to me. And Patty, I was a little worried that maybe she'd had a stroke, because of her heart problems, but no. Just turned out that once the paramedics got there, and howdy. Once the paramedics got there, and I guess they carry a kit for diabetics that have taken too much insulin, and she started reviving pretty fast once they did everything. But we went ahead and sent her to the hospital just so they could watch over her a little bit, and also because of her prior heart problems, we wanted to they wanted to do like a what they call a nuclear stress test, and then a cardiogram and all that kind of thing. And from the status of those, that's what took the longest part, was waiting for her to get into get those done. And so she so we finally got her home, and she took her insulin before she went to bed, like she's supposed to, and no problems this morning. She feels fine, man. She's up and at 'em and wanted to go for a ride. I didn't think she'd be ready for a ride yet, but yeah, she said she was feeling fine. So we're very fortunate that that's what it was. And although it scared the you-know-what out of both of us. It's great when, you know, when you get a good result in the end. But made for an extremely long day for me yesterday. I never could get back to sleep. There's other things that had to be done. So I made several trips back and forth from the house to the hospital, and then I realized I had forgotten my wallet in the trike, so I had to walk all the way back over to the storage unit to get my wallet. But all in all, you know, we both slept good last night, so that really, you know, today's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. It's like supposed to get up to like 64 Fahrenheit, you know. So yeah, I mean, should be a good day. And like I said, on the last video, we finished up by coming down the south part of the Templeton Gap, or T-Gap Trail as we call it. So today I thought, well, you know, why don't we go out shoot a little video, you know, on the head north. So it kind of seems like it's continuous, but this trail, if you stay straight on it, it goes underneath the overpass here, and howdy. It goes underneath the overpass, and it goes all the way up to Union and Ranch Road, and then, at least for now, it dead ends. And it's a shame they couldn't have at least made the trail all the way to Academy, because that would have been good. But so we'll ride up and turn around, and then head back towards jump off the trail and head up the Flint Ridge bike lane. Had to think of the name of Flint Ridge. Some of these streets over here are not the easiest names. And stop off at McDonald's and get us an iced tea and eat our lunch. Today should be nice enough for an iced tea. And this is one of only 2 McDonald's that actually has you know, some outside seating. So that makes it really good. But yeah, now if you go the other way up here, because the trail, it goes into a fork, that takes you over, kind of over the canal over here, and then that goes as far as can't think of the name of the city street, but it only goes so far too, and it dead ends. So you have to turn around. So either one you take, you end up having to turn around. But we're gonna go straight. We're gonna go underneath. This puts you right down into the canal. Well, not quite. I mean, you know, there is the trail's at least slightly raised, but if you had a lot of water coming through there, I think it would just basically flood the entire trail, at least that portion of it. See how chilly it is down here. It's all ice. It's like they had to come over here and chip the ice away so we could continue on the trail. Yeah, you know, it's been nice and warm, but we're gonna go all the way to the end. Yeah. That little access way will take you over to Union Boulevard. But Right up here is where we normally would jump off the trail and head for the Flint Ridge bike lane. But like I said, we're gonna take this fork and go all the way up to Ranch Road. This is in the Austin Bluffs area, as they call it. Mainly because, as you can kind of see in front of us, there's houses way up on top of the bluffs. So this whole area is like that. It's got these rocky outcroppings, I guess they call it. And this is a, you know, fairly well-to-do area. It's older, but it's fairly well-to-do. You know, got the big homes, and of course, you know, they've got the millionaire homes up on the top of the bluffs and stuff. That's where, you know, people with real money live. Which what we'll probably do is, you know, record this up, and then we'll record it back down to where we're going to pick up Flint Ridge, and then we'll drop off for a while, just because Flint Ridge is a bit on the boring side. It's just a bike lane, you know, up a road and going to Academy Boulevard, which is not exciting. So we just yeah, our weather is going to turn, pardon me, our weather's going to turn to garbage tomorrow afternoon. Actually, probably tomorrow late morning. It's going to be heavy clouds are coming in. Got a big low pressure coming out of California, and coming out of the Pacific, and it's going to give us rain on Monday afternoon and evening, and then supposed to turn to snow over Tuesday night and stay snow, you know, at least on and off. Howdy. And for most of Tuesday, I think really late afternoon, maybe early, you know, early evening Tuesday, I think it's supposed to start backing off totally. And then Wednesday will be okay, but if we get the 4 to 6 inches of snow they're talking about, well, we're not going to be able to ride, because it's not going to get warm enough to really do a decent job of melting. And then Thursday is supposed to be a decent day, so according to what Wednesday does, we might be able to howdy, thank you, have a good day. But yeah, you know, so we probably not. And then Joe told me that Friday's not supposed to be very good either, so if we get lucky, we might be able to ride Thursday. But it's about as good as it's going to get for this week. So, and of course, you know, because Joe's in the hospital all day yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful, you know, mid 60s, hardly any breeze, no clouds at all. You know, today we've got a lot of high clouds, but at least they've cleared off to let the sun shine through, so that warms it up a bit. Yeah, like I said, you could jump off of the trail onto a regular sidewalk, and you could take it all the way up to Academy Boulevard, and there is, you know, some restaurants and stores and stuff like that up there. So, you know, if that's what you wanted to do, it can be done, but it's a little bit of a pain in the bottom end, because if you're on trikes, because some of the lamp poles, you know, they've pushed them in a bit from the edge of the sidewalk, and boy, I mean, we can just barely get by. I mean, barely too. All right. That was Joe Lynn Ondo in action. Joe Lynn Ondo, professional weed wrangler. But yeah, so the trail, you know, kind of comes up and it's right next to Union Boulevard, which is not bad on a Sunday, like today, because it's not near as busy. But on a weekday, it's like pure insanity. So we're gonna go up here to Ranch Road and turn around. Like I said, we're gonna head back for the Flint Ridge bike lane. There we go. But yeah, I was gonna say, you know, if any of you have been thinking about getting the assist bars or the helping hands, as some brands call them, it's worth the money. They're, you know, I mean, yeah, all accessories for trikes are expensive, of course, but it really does make it easier to get in and out, especially out. If you have a lower trike, you know, one that sits a bit on the low side, it really does make a difference, and they're really not in your way. You know, at first when they put them on, I thought, oh man, they're gonna be in my way, but they're not at all. No problem with the knees. In fact, they make a good knee rest. Going up to the church parking lot and turn around, babe. Yeah, we're okay. It's Ranch Drive and not Ranch Road. I should have called it Ranch Road. That'd have been cooler. This is the Bethel Mennonite Church here. It's where we turn around. They got their ranch community garden over here. Doesn't look like anybody's doing anything yet. Well, being Colorado, that makes sense. March is where some of you people are, you know, starting to think seriously about spring. Maybe got some flowers coming up and stuff. Well, in Colorado, March is third winter. It's not spring, it's third winter. I don't care what that silly calendar says. In fact, really strange, but March is actually our second snowiest month in southern Colorado. So while you all are kicking back with the blue bonnets, especially you folks from Texas, we as the movie says, we will be freezing our buns off. But you know, that's the way it goes. You have to take the good with the bad, and that's the way it is, you know. So, you know, like, have you guys got, you know, any great plans coming up for this year? I know our friends, the Leclercs and the Martins, they're definitely long distance folks, man. They get out and get around. In fact, I think the Leclercs just got home. They've been down in Georgia, Alabama, something like that, having a great time playing with alligators. I don't know if I want to go on a trail that has alligators. You know, might decide I look like a dumpling. All right, so we had a lot of uphill. Now we got some really sweet downhill. Howdy. Yeah, check this out. Big old downhill. Head for McDonald's, babe. Yeah, like I said, we do have walkie-talkies, but the problem of it is when you got a camera in your hand, you know, you got to have at least one hand on the brakes. So, we use the bells to let people know we're coming, because they may not be able to see us if they get to a certain part of that bridge, or if they're coming up the hill because of the vegetation here. But yes, as you can see, we're crossing over the canal here. So yeah, so this is the Flint Ridge bike lane, and we got about 6 or 7 blocks uphill to get up to Academy Boulevard, the McDonald's, and do lunch and tea. All right, so we'll be back with you. Oh, hey, we're back. We decided to go ahead and do the other leg of this, although technically they call this the Austin Bluffs Trail, this side. My understanding, you know, I always thought it was TGAT Trail both ways, but I guess, yeah, this is technically the Austin Bluffs Trail, 'cause that's what that road out there is. It's Austin Bluffs. Howdy. And so we're going to take this one up, the Austin Bluffs Trail, and got a couple of really mean little hills here that we got to get. Well, not really. Yeah, there, I guess you could call them hills. That kind of like dual inclines, you know. So but yeah, so basically this one takes you up by Palmer Park. The only bad thing about Palmer Park is that it's really more a mountain bike type setup. There's only one road in the park itself that I think would be, you know, like, you know, recumbent trike worthy, and that's the main road, and it can have a lot of traffic, and you have to go play with the cars, as we say, because you have to share. Got to give Joe a little bit of a chance here, because my system's stronger going uphill. Yeah, my system is definitely stronger going uphill. I think if we could ever figure out where we could get the money, I'd like to put a system like I've got on mine onto hers. As you can see, the Palmer Park trail system here. But like I said, those are all dirt. Might be okay if you got a Ti-Fly X, you know, like my friend Toby does. Toby's Trikes and Barbecue on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Great site. He is amazing. He goes everywhere. I mean, he is not afraid of mud, snow, sand, sleet. Toby's kind of like the U.S. mail, you know, no matter what, it'll be there supposedly. So, but yeah, check out, like I said, his YouTube channel is called Toby's Trikes and Barbecue, because he's also a master griller. Yeah, and he and his wife own a barbecue and plus other stuff, restaurant, cafeteria, whatever you want to call it, on on Fort Carson itself, you know, the Army base here in Colorado Springs, Fort Carson. And he's retired Army. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this big bunch of traffic you see out here is Austin Bluffs. So that's why I guess that's why they consider this the Austin Bluffs Trail. And this is another one where it would really be nice if they could take it all the way up to Academy Boulevard. Now it doesn't end in the same place as the Flint Ridge Trailhead, but neither one of these is very long per se. Got a bike back here. We're gonna let him pass. Okay, there we go. We're clear. He's coming up pretty quick, so we better let them pass. We're not in a big hurry today. We're rarely ever in a big hurry. I think that's one of the reasons, well, besides medical problems, of course, that we don't do any group riding. You know, unless it would be like a charity ride or something, because we just like to go slow, take it easy, have a good time. Get over here real quick. Passing on your left, sir. Thank you. Now, like I said, that's a very busy road over there, so. Okay, so this is where this ends. This is Brenner Street, B-R-E-N-N-E-R, or Brenner Place rather, and Austin Bluffs Parkway. Yeah. Now, once you cross over, there is a sidewalk, but it's just a single wide sidewalk that will take you, you know, all the way to up to Academy Boulevard, well, and then even further. But it's a pain in the butt to try to ride. Have a good day, sir. Yeah, they call, like I said, they call this the Austin Bluffs Trail. I think we're going to do both ways, just because once we get back up on the hill, there'll be some good, kind of good mountainy views, even with the road, you know, the super busy traffic out there. But yeah, like I said, this whole area here, where the trees are and everything, this is Palmer Park. And if you also ride a regular two-wheeled mountain bike, you'd love this place. They even have a couple of major mountain bike races here. I mean, like, howdy. I mean, like, you know, United States kind of specialty mountain bike races in Palmer Park. But yeah, like I said, not a good place for a trike. Although some of these trails I think are probably wide enough to where, like the Green Crest Trail, Toby could probably do on his Ti-Fly X, because I think the Green Crest Trail is double wide, but I think that's the only double wide off-road trail they have at Palmer Park. It would be the Green Crest Trail. But like I said, if you're one of those folks that does both, you know, has a trike and a mountain bike, come on out to Colorado Springs, and you know, we can do some trails on trikes together, and then you can go have a radical time on your mountain bike too. Should get a pretty good view of Pikes Peak once we get up the crest of this little hill here. Okay, here we go. Up, 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 up. Oh man. Come on. There we go. Gotta love it when the e-assist kicks in, I'll tell you. Brake just doesn't do much. Okay, so now we're going to go back over the overpass bridge here, over the canal. And so I'm going to go ahead and shut her down for now because we've already done this part. And we'll catch you down the trail. Bye for now again. Okay, we're back. We're kind of jumping off of the T-Gap trail here to a little pedestrian access way behind the just off of Union Boulevard here. Go ahead, babe. So yeah, we're right along Union Boulevard, and we're going to go over to Nancy Lewis Park. We've got to go over to Walgreens and pick up some medication for Jo. Just her normal medications. She didn't need anything else from yesterday's medical mishap. But yeah, one of them is her insulin, and so we have to go pick that up and then go home, or you know, basically drop it off at home because it has to be kept at a chillier temperature. Like I said, this is just a little back access way they made to be able to get up to the trail. This is the funny because we're coming off the Templeton Gap Trail onto Templeton Gap Road. Yes. Sometimes I wonder if that's why they actually called it Templeton Gap Trail, because of the, you know, because of this road here. So now we're kind of back streeting it, and then we'll end up, once we cross Fillmore, there's an actual bike lane on Templeton Gap Road, and we'll be taking that down so far and then doing some more back streets. So get a gratuitous Jo shot here. Okay. We got a stoplight here, so we're gonna, oops, we got a car coming. So. Okay, well, we made our way from Walgreens back to our apartment, and it's early enough that we decided to head off and try to do a little more. So we're back on the west side of the Pikes Peak Greenway, going down through Monument Valley Park. And the big difference is the east side is all dirt and the west side is mostly concrete now. It used to be all dirt, but it's mostly concrete now. There's still one more piece that they need to hook into to a bridge that goes over Monument Creek, and then they'd have it you know, pretty much where they need it. You know, it'd be all cement on one side and all dirt on the other. You know, because sometimes the runners and mountain bike people and, you know, stuff like that, they like the dirt more. So, but yeah. So, like I said, breeze has stayed a little cool, but it's still been really nice. For the youngins here. Hi. But yeah, just you know, since Joe ended up feeling normal, I asked her when she got up this morning, I said, well, how do you feel? And she says, I feel normal. So I said, well, do you want to go for a trike ride? And she said, yeah, why not? Because the rest of the week does not look too good. So we probably won't, like I said, when we started the video, maybe by Thursday, we might be able to ride, but it's going to be a might, especially if we get 6 inches of snow. And they said, you know, their estimate is 4 to 6. 4 might go fairly fast, but 6 takes a little while to get by. And then it's supposed to snow again on Friday, so it's kind of like, yuck. So this is kind of one of our last chances to get in a ride for a little while, it seems like. Yeah, this has been a real tough winter here in southern Colorado. I mean, you know, we have some nice days, thank goodness, but we haven't had that many of them. Like I said, I think we got 3 or 4 rides in January, and probably about the same in February. So yeah, this is now officially opened. The last time we took you down here, we kind of fudged because it wasn't officially open yet. But now it's officially open. Passing on your left, one more behind me. That's Monument Creek over there. And you can't see with this camera, but on the other side is the East Side Trail. Like we said, that's all dirt. But it's got restrooms and all that kind of stuff where this trail doesn't. I wish they'd put a, this is the Fontenaro trailhead of the Legacy Loop, and I'd really like it if they, you know, put a restroom over there, you know, because it's a great place to park and jump on the Pikes Peak Greenway. But oh, I've asked and they've, you know, ignored me, so I guess that's what they'll do. I mean, I was amazed that they actually got, you know, they actually decided to do this trail, you know, and turn it to concrete. Passing on your left. Thank you. One more behind me. Have a great day. Oh, there must be some misunderstanding. Yeah, the only bad thing about this particular trail is that it's a little bit thinner than the normal concrete trails, so gotta be a little more careful. Make sure we're giving people enough room to pass, because you know, we're wider than they are, so we have to back off if we need to. But yeah, I saw on the Bike Colorado Springs site that it's now officially open. So, which is really, I mean, it's nice. It's just a shame they couldn't have taken it all the way down to the bridge, basically just south of Stanley Lake, as they call it. Should have been called Stanley Pond. It's a little too small for a lake. But, now we're going to go under Platte Avenue. Hello. Howdy. Yeah. It's going to be a well-used path. This part under the Platte Bridge has been concrete for quite a while, but yeah, all the rest of it, you know, like I said, they just opened it up. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. This gentleman will go by here, because yeah, this is kind of where it. This is kind of where it gets kind of crowded right here. That part that we came down, not too bad. But I don't think this part's quite as wide. I think this is about an 8-foot wide trail here. Which, I mean, is plenty. I mean, a bicycle only needs about a foot, you know, in width. And we need 3. So I still should leave 3, you know, a foot barrier, and but you do have to worry about, you know, people letting their dogs wander all over the trail. Howdy. I must have a soccer game or a lacrosse game going on over at Colorado College, across the creek. So now we're coming to the official end of the concrete, the new concrete. And if you went straight across the Mesa Road here, you'd be able to, you know, go down to the bridge. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the right, and we're going to go through Monument Valley Park here and catch at least a bit more concrete before we have a little bit of dirt that we'll have to do. We don't have any choice. So this is kind of the main part of the park. Like I said, we just took you guys down this on, I think on the last video, but you haven't seen it yet. So okay, yeah, we're heading up over the pedestrian bike overpass over I-25. We'll pick up the Mesa Springs Trail, heading back towards home. Well, heading back towards the shed. We our dinner we're making tonight is takes a little bit of prep work, so gonna give ourselves a little more time. But I've had a really good day, and I hope you guys are having a really good Sunday. And we're crossing over I-25, so I apologize for all the car noise. But yeah, 'cause this will take us back towards home. We may have to jump out in the street when we get up to Uinta, because they were working on putting in new gutters at the intersection of Uinta and I-25. So we may just have to get off, get on the road, on the actual street, and so we can cross over, pick the trail back up. But yeah, you know, just want to say, hey, thanks for coming along. We really appreciate it. Big shout out to our subscribers. Thanks for hanging around with us all this time. And if you're new, or yeah, if you've never been to the channel before, or you're a new subscriber, welcome. We're working our way slowly up to 500. I think we've got, you know, like 430 or something like that. So we'd really appreciate it if you'd you know, give us a thumbs up, you know, and like the video. We'd love it if you become a subscriber, so subscribe and share. Yeah, please share the video with anybody, you know, anybody and everybody. But we just you know, I mean, it's not too far away. I think the first official day of spring is like 18 days away now. But we've got daylight savings time coming up here, which, to be honest with you, I wish they'd just leave it and not mess with daylight savings time. It just, I don't know, just a pain. I don't know about you guys, but I get tired of having to, you know, I gotta adjust our computers, and I gotta adjust the displays, and just like, just leave it, you know. It's not that big a deal. Besides that, you know, you lose out anyway, because, okay, you gain a little more, you know, you gain more light, of course, but, you know, the problem of it is that makes the mornings colder, you know, because it takes longer to warm up. So you're really doing about the same, you know, amount of getting out there and stuff. But I don't know, it's just seems like a royal pain for very little gain. Just be nice if they just abolish it, you know. And just have one time, you know, everywhere, you know. Well, except for, I mean, I know they got to have, you know, Eastern and Mountain and Pacific and that kind of stuff. It would be kind of cool though, you know, if it was the same time all over the world. You know what I mean? That'd be nice and easy. Oh, well, there's a bicycle up here, so we might be able to get across. Even though it says the sidewalk's closed, we might run into some dirt here. We'll have to see. I thought maybe there was an entryway out of here, but I guess there's not. We'd have to go around. Well, I don't know. It don't look too good. No, it don't. Okay, we're gonna have to turn around. Yep. Oh man, they got the whole street blocked off. That's a bummer. We're not gonna be able to go that way either. Oh, well, that really messed us up. We can't, I didn't think they were gonna mess up the street too. Oh boy. Yeah, that really messed us up. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I gotta stop here and get my cleat in. I don't know why, you know, Jo can put her cleats in, you know, click in when she's pedaling. I can't for some reason. I have to be stopped. They'll go in fine when they're stopped, but, well, I think what, yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do here. Because we can't get past there. And And I don't know if we could go a block up, or can't remember what's up there, you know. I don't know if it, I don't know if this is gonna work, Joe, because I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if we could go up like to where that van is, and then if the street goes all the way through up there, if we can get to Uinta, we can, you know, we can just go down Uinta a little bit. But I don't know, maybe we should just go back and go over. Yeah, I think we better. We'll just go up Cascades, up the big hill to Cascade Street. Okay. Head back that way. So yeah, so we're gonna have to go back to the way we were, the way we came, rather. Oh well, that's part of the adventure, as they say. I think they made that statement just because when you mess up something, you know, it doesn't sound as bad. So we're gonna have to climb back over the bridge, and then what we'll do is we'll go up Mesa and then pick up, I don't know, I think it's Cache La Poudre. That's the name of the street, Cache La Poudre. Is that wild or what? And I take it must be French or something. But then we'll just get on the Cascade Street bike lane and take that all the way home, or all the way to the shed. Not the most favorite method, but it works. Well, so I think what we'll do is, before we get back to the bridge here, we'll end the video. So of course, always remember, it's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground, even if you have to backtrack. It's enough to be moving on, like my wife here. Howdy. So, from BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the recumbents here in colorful Colorado Springs, Colorado, we will bid you adieu. I think that's how they say it. And yeah, till we see you next time. Happy trails.